Proudly sponsored by heshes.co.uk, a fast-growing boxing equipment brand that give 20% of all sales on the branded products back to a boxing gym of your choice. Proudly sponsored by Hes Boxing Equipment, a fast-growing boxing equipment brand that give 20% of all sales on the branded products back to a boxing gym of your choice. And for this episode, we are what I determine as a proper fighter. Mr. Craig Derbyshire. How are you doing, Craig?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thanks. How are you?
Yeah, very good. How are you, Francis, tonight? You okay?
I'm good, mate. Honestly, Craig, mate, I'm over the moon that you joined us because you are, mate, in my opinion, the definition of a road warrior. Like, people mistake journeyman from like the casuals, and because there's been that many with Eddie Earn shows, these tatties getting brought over and banged out. The mistake of journeyman is like someone who can't fight, do you know what I mean? But you've got you, Craig, who's you like, before you even turn professional boxing, you've done MMA, mate, as an amateur professional, 6 MMA fights, like 4 wins, 2 losses. That's as a pro MMA. And you've had one Muay Thai fight in Thailand. You turned boxing pro, mate. Then you've gone and done 41 fights, 8 wins, 29 losses, and 4 draws. But in them 8 wins and 4 losses, mate, you've like managed to go over the centre area title and flyweight and super bantamweight. You were the English champion, weren't you? As well, and you should be, in my opinion, mate, the British champion, and you've got a very good argument for the Commonwealth as well.
Yeah,
I think so as well, mate. Yeah.
So, like, when people say road warrior and journeyman, do you know what I mean? They think they can't fight. You're one of the best fighters in the country, like in your division, mate, in the country.
Cheers, pal. I mean, to be fair, like I didn't actually have any fights at my weight because nobody had fight me. You know. I've actually only had maybe 5 fights at my weight. You know,
what weight would you say you should be at, Craig?
I mean, I could easily make light flyweight.
I was going to say, because you're only small lad, really, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean, probably even lower, but there's just no one to fight, is there? I mean, nobody had fight me for a long time at 8 stone 3. So, I mean, and it just shows when I did fight at 8 stone. I mean, I don't think I've lost a fight at 8 stone.
I was looking at your box earlier on, Craig, and the names in your CV, mate, honestly, they're ridiculous. Like, you've got Charlie Edwards, Cash Farouk was unbelievable, Jamie Wilson, Lewis Norman, Ian also twice, Thomas Kingdon, Sonny Edwards, Don Broadhurst, Charlie Edwards again, Joe Mofosa twice, Tommy Franklin twice, Conor Butler. Like, them names there, mate, within South, do you know what I mean? Just goes to show that records don't speak for themselves.
Yeah, I think it's not just a record, or I think it's the fighting CV altogether. That's what I mean. It's the definition of a proper fighter.
That's an unbelievable CV. Them names got this there.
Ridiculous, mate. That.
Like, how did you? Because obviously, Joe Mofosa beat you on his second fight, didn't he? In the rematch, mate, you completely turned that around and turned it on his head. You won convincingly. How did you go about that, Craig?
I think the first time I fought him, I was just fighting every week. I mean, I was just going in. I'll put in a good fight up, but to say I'm in good shape is an understatement. You know what I mean? I was just going in, making a bit of money, having a good fight, putting it on him a little bit, and just doing what. It's like I had a proper training camp the second time I fought him because.
It's serious.
I started winning titles and stuff because people were fighting me at my own weight. I mean, the second fight I fought him at 8 stone or 8 stone 3, so it were more my weight. I were on form. I'd done a proper training camp for it, and it just shows like when I put a proper training camp in, it just shows the difference and the level that I could have been at. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you've been at a very high level, mate, from the beginning. To be honest with you, because like. Charlie Edwards fought you like early on, didn't he? You got Cash Farouk, mate.
It was Charlie's debut the first time.
Then you boxed Charlie again, do you know what I mean? It shows the level that you're at, because these fighters, mate, they're not, even when they turn professional, they're not like novices, they're England internationals, which for me, when you've won the ABAs and a lot of titles like these have in the amateurs, you're automatically like borderline British level.
I'd never even had an amateur fight either, you know, boxing.
That's what I'm saying, you're a proper fighting man, aren't you?
Yeah, I like good fight.
Sorry to correct you there, Francis. He should be British champion, in
Yeah,
my
I'd like to
opinion.
admit, in my opinion, he should be 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
He definitely did Tommy Franklin there.
It's boxing, isn't it? I mean, when you're fighting in a weight corner, it's just what it is, isn't it? I mean,
Boxing politics has stopped you from being British and Commonwealth champion, haven't they?
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Not your talent, mate, not your potential. Do you know what I mean? Not you. It's boxing politics, isn't it?
Yeah. If I were with a big promoter and like it was my show, and I mean, I would have won it hands down. Do you know what I mean?
You beat Tommy Franklin all night, mate. Honestly, you really
Yeah.
did.
I mean, the Butler fight were close, but I still had me up 3, maybe 4 rounds. I'm not being biased, though. I mean, I don't mind. I don't care that he's won. Say
it as you feel and say it as you see it. That's why we're called Unfiltered on here, Craig. But while we're on the subject of the people who you fought, when you boxed Charlie on his debut and Sonny was only 2-0 when you boxed him, could you see that they had world level potential when you was fighting them?
Yeah, they were good mates. To be honest, Charlie were had a bit more power. Sonny was just fucking fast. I mean,
was it frustrating fighting Sonny, Craig?
he that many times I'm thinking, where's he coming from him? But you could tell they had it. Do you know what I mean? I think I fought Charlie twice.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
And I was saying to him like, you can't punch in that, but I would just get it, when you're actually in there and you're getting hit by him. I mean, they're that fast. You're making a noise, mate, and it hit me before I even heard him.
Yeah, I've seen Charlie spar as well, and he spars like he fights.
Does he?
Yeah.
Who would you say was a sharper one out of the two, like, Craig?
You got Paul?
Who would you say is the sharper one out of Sonny and Charlie?
I'd say Sonny's faster, Charlie hit harder, but Sonny's looking like he's putting some proper power into these shots now. I mean,
Sonny's elite, do you think?
He's what, sorry?
I think Sonny's elite. Do you believe that? Like, I think he holds his own with anyone in the world, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, mate, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he's a world-level fighter.
Yeah, definitely, he's class.
And I think, to be honest with you, Craig, mate, even when Sonny was at British level, he was world-level.
Yeah, definitely, mate, yeah.
He was just that far ahead of everyone, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, you throw a shot at him, he knows what's coming, do you know what I mean? He just reads.
How many rounds was it against Sonny?
I think 6, weren't it?
6, mate, yeah.
What was it like? Was it like, did you get out there, Craig, and feeling like frustrated because he hadn't like managed to like land any?
Yeah, it was alright. I mean, I enjoyed it, to be honest. I don't mind a good fight. I was just trying to get stuck into him, but like I'd go in on him and he'd just pivot off and be round side.
Yeah, you can't pin him down for tougher.
Yeah, you can't pin him down.
You've got a lot of like your CV, mate, is very impressive for me. Like, I look at that CV and it impresses me more than like when I look at someone who's had 12-0 and like boxed like 12 journeymen, but like these journeymen who just get brought up to being banged out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I look at CV like that, mate, a lot more impressive than theirs.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even want to fight Elm and pay for a win. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my sort of thing.
If you're going to get beat,
I'd rather win a proper fight.
Yeah, if you're going to get beat, you might as well get beat by someone who's top draw. Might it be worthwhile?
Yeah, like I say, I mean, there's all these people who are like 10-0 and 12-0 and all this shit, and they're like paying with the hundreds of fans to come through the door, and they're getting a win, fair enough. But like you said, who is it? Who have they won? What have they done?
You can only say, mate, when you retire, you can be one proud man. I'm telling you, you can. And it shows the dedication you're putting in now, though, because you've just finished 4th in European's top mother, haven't you?
I have, mate. Yeah, I did. I've just done a run tonight. I still can't run. It's been 3 weeks, and I've still got a swollen knee, on outside of my knee. My knee's swollen, and I've just done a 10-mile bike and a 5-mile run, but I can't really run at the minute. Just doing a bit.
So what's your training routines now, Craig? Week? How many hours are you training a day? Are you doing it full time now?
I train no, mate. I work full time, but I train every day. Obviously, since the Europeans Tough Mudder, I damaged my knee. I ain't done a great deal, but I'm just trying to get back into doing 10 mile a day running 10 mile a day and getting back to boxing and just ticking over really and waiting for a fight to come up.
Yeah, that's another thing that we can talk about that's added to your CV. Tell us a little bit about the Tough Mudder, Craig. You finished quite high up, didn't you?
I did. I was second. I was actually running with the leader all night, up until about I think it was 50k, and then I dropped into second, and at 60k there's an obstacle called Everest. I don't know if you're familiar with it, and I ran up it. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I smashed my knee on, and I missed.
Done it.
Yeah, I hit my knee, and from 60k to 90k, I was still in third, and like 15. So it was like from 8 o'clock at night till 8 o'clock in the morning. So through night, and at 7:45 or something, about 15 minutes from end, I was still in third place. And I dropped into fourth. He come running past me on last 15 minutes. I was gutted. So I'd done like nearly 12 hours of running, and I got past on last 15 minutes. So, but I would have, like I say, I would have come third. But it's just one of the things, mate. I got injured and I just did what I could. Do you know what I mean?
You say come third. If you didn't do your knee, you might have even won it.
Yeah. Well, the lad who went off in first because he won there's like a sprint lap on when you first set.
Right.
Is he there, Craig? Hello?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Right, hold
on. Yeah, I don't know where I got up to then. But yeah, it was something else. It was a 12-hour race, and I did 90k. I think I finished. I don't think anyone else did more than 90k. We all did 90k up to first 4 or 5 people. But like I say, I was about 10-15 minutes away from being in third, which I was a bit devastated about.
Yeah.
It shows your mental strength and endurance, though, doesn't it, that, mate? To be able to run that long. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be mentally strong and have a ridiculous endurance, mate.
Yeah. It was something else that night, like, but yeah, it were a good laugh. I can't wait to do it again next year.
What are you going to say? Are you already signed up for next year? Yeah.
I haven't signed up yet, but I will do.
What you will?
What was the change in mindset, Craig? When did you obviously to start taking this? It seems you are now, mate. Like you're taking it like a full-time professional, even though you don't have the time. Like, where was the change in your mindset?
When I started getting fights at my own weight, like I thought, I mean, once the weight difference from fighting at 8 stone to fighting at 9 stone.
It's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean the punching power in it. It's just.
How tall are you, Craig?
I was catching up with them, and when I got in there, it was just a lot easier. And when you got hit by these 9 stone 4 people that were fighting, it was just a different level. Do you know what I mean?
In the ring, though, Craig, they're like 9 stone 6 and stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I went to Northern Ireland. I fought a lad called Tyrone McCulloch, and the weighed us in at 9:30 in the morning, and they were meant to weigh us in with rest at boxes at 4, I think 4 or 5. So fight started at 7, and as soon as I got off at plane, they took us and weighed us in at 9:30, and I was like, "What's going off?" Now, like, I don't know, but he ended up being 9 stone 2, and that were at 9:30 in the morning. So you imagine by the time I went with him, I was the last fight on. So this was like 10, half 10. If you imagine if he were 9 stone 2 at 9 o'clock in the morning, what would he have been at fucking 10 o'clock at night?
Well,
you know what I mean?
You win that early in purpose, I'm just so you can eat.
Yeah, no, yeah. Niall turned the fight down, and I just we sat there and went for some breakfast because we'd only just got there, and they said, we'll offer you a bit more money, and now like now he's too heavy because I was only weighing, I think I was 8 stone 12 at the time, and the fight were arranged at 8 stone 12, and they said he won't be any more than that, and he coming at 9 stone 2, and now we're like, you're not taking it, and then they offered me a bit more money. I said, listen, we're here now, fuck it, let's just take it. and we ended up fighting anyway. I ended up getting disqualified for that fight, but you what, sorry?
How come you got disqualified, Craig?
Like I say, the weight is in early, so everything got a bit fucking heated at first. And then when the fight were happening, they said, we'll come and get you half an hour before, we'll come and pre-warn you. At 10 o'clock, the coming room, I had no gloves on. I didn't even have my hand. I think I had one hand wrapped. And the coming room said, "You're only 5 minutes." We're like, fucking hell, where were our warning, like, you know what I mean? And anyway, we got wrapped up. I didn't even do any pads. I went straight out. He pushed me. He leant on me when I like ducked under a punch, and he leant on me, pushed me to canvas, hit me inside while I had my 3 points of contact. And referee didn't really say anything. And then I went to hit him, and he pushed me through ropes. And as my head was through ropes, he hit me again. So I thought, fuck this. I grabbed him, I like picked him up, did a bit of MMA on him, rugby tackled him through ropes, started punching him, and referee tried getting me. So I took a swing at ref, and then I got disqualified, and everyone was chucking mobile phones and
Did you get fined for that?
You know what, mate?
Did you get fined for that, Craig?
Got fine, mate. Yeah, I had to go in front of God.
How much?
I think it was 500 quid.
Do you know what, mate? This is why I'm actually over the moon to have you on the show, right? Because you're the definition of a road warrior, mate, and you can reveal the dark side of the sport a lot more than other people can. Do you know what I mean? Because you've seen what we go through, mate, as a way fighter, and the dark side, it doesn't get like exposed, does it? Like that's a dirty tactic. Like when you're in at 9:30 in the morning, getting you no pads before the fight and stuff like that. It doesn't happen to home fighters, does it?
Yeah, mate. I mean, just coming in heavy. At 4 o'clock, just coming in at 9 stone 2 at 4 o'clock would have been enough. Also, coming at 9 stone 2 at 9 o'clock in the morning was just a joke, wasn't it?
You probably had 2 meals down before you managed to fight.
Yeah, and I still took the fight anyway. And then, like I say, he pushed me down, pushed me through ropes, and I just had enough. I thought, fuck it, he's going to get it. So
I'm gonna go and try and find that on YouTube in a minute. Who was it?
I don't think it's on there, mate. I think I've got a clip of it actually.
Send us a clip,
on my old phone. But I don't think you're actually ever put on YouTube because of disqualification.
Yeah, I can see why. Right, what? You mentioned about trying to grab him like MMA style. Then when was your last MMA fight?
Oh God, fucking hell. It was
a couple of them are on YouTube, you know.
Yeah, I've got quite a lot of fights on YouTube from MMA. I think. It was 2 weeks before my first boxing match, so I don't know because I meant to be fighting that same weekend doing an MMA fight when I went to that fight, so I had to cancel the MMA fight instead.
What made you like pick boxing over MMA? Like, Craig, was the money better?
Yeah, money was better. I've always liked stand up. I've never really liked getting took down and ground and pound and. So
you're all about throwing hands.
I'd much rather stand up, right? I don't mind all that things because when you take them down, you can elbow them in the face, knee them, and do whatever you want.
It's full contact in it. It's fucking brutal.
Do you know what? Yeah. That's why you've done so well, like on the road, Craig, against big names, because you know the dark art out to fight dirties on you and survive through rounds if you need to.
Yeah. Definitely.
You know what I mean, mate? Tactics like that, mate, are absolutely fight on the professional game, which a lot of fighters don't know.
Yeah, he's like I think what helped me with moving to pros as well is, like you say, I didn't have any amateur fights, and just coming straight from MMA, I just had the grit, and it were a big change, you know, in styles. Once I got hang of it, and I learned not to try and take them down all the time, because I think I took, I can't remember what his name was. I think it was Mia Khan's cousin or something.
Was it the one who wild boxed? What's he called? The big. He's about 9.5 stone, I think.
Oh yeah, that will be him. Yeah.
I can't think.
Anyway, I picked him up and I chucked him over my shoulder, did a suplex on him, and so.
Was it Tassif Khan?
You what, mate?
Was it Tassif Khan, Craig?
No, Sunnah Aslam.
Oh, I'm not sure. I know that Tassif Khan to me, his cousin as well.
like I say, what? Yeah, I don't know. I
'Cause
think
I
he's got a
remember,
few.
it was me and you been on a few shows together. I think your car agrees as well. I mean, like, he's still
Mate,
with Cal,
I
yeah.
think you saw Mark Leach last time I seen you out. I
Yeah,
think.
I think it was, mate. But like that, you've improved dramatically since them days, haven't you?
Yeah, like I say, just different training camps and putting a bit more into it, like and just
Even back then, mate, you were a night working a nightmare for anyone because you're just rough and ready.
yeah.
Now you've added the fitness to the game. That's why you can get titles, mate. You should be British champion because
Yeah, definitely.
you're horrible for anyone to fight over 12 rounds. Anyone, unless you've got the movements on the edge, mate, you're going to like really have a nightmare with you.
Yeah, I'm just a come forward fighter. I just want a proper fight. You know what I mean? I'm not into. I mean, Sonny is fucking class, like, but even if I could do half of what Sonny does, like moving about, and I don't think I would. I think I'd just come for it anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't think that's never going to be my game. Even if
Don't get me wrong, I'd love to be after Bruce or Sonny has because he's elite. But
yeah,
I think I'd probably a bit like you, mate. I'd probably enjoy your time more.
yeah, I love a good tear up, man.
Like, obviously the sweet science of boxing is with what Sonny does in it, hit and not be it. But it's
Sonny. Let's have it right. Sonny's a runner. He's not a come forward fighter, is he? Do you know what I mean? He's a runner. So,
Yeah.
but it's what he does while he's running, which is fucking beautiful.
yeah.
But enough for Sonny. More about you, Craig.
So what's your steps going for? Sorry, Stan. Go on.
Go on, Francis. Go on.
What's your steps going forward, Craig?
What? Sorry, mate.
What are you looking at going forward in future fights? What's your next fight?
I think I'm mandatory for Commonwealth. They said to me, "Can I make light fly?" I think it's 7 stone 10. I said, "Yeah, I can make it easy."
Who's got that title?
Matt Windle.
Do you not find that hard, Craig, going up and down all the time and feel the weight?
No, I stay around. I mean, I walk around at about 8 stone 6 anyway, so it's not really a big problem. Like,
what's your most? If you was to stick with one weight, what's your most comfortable? Would it be fly or super fly?
fly. I like fighting at flies. I feel like I make the weight easy. And I feel strong at flies. You know what I mean?
Who's British champion currently?
I don't mind any, to be honest with you, but I think fly is my weight.
Who's British champion?
Do you know who Brandon Diord is, Craig?
No, I don't, mate. No.
He's from Liverpool. He's a few-time national amateur champion in that. He was starting to try and campaign at flyweight. He's never had a fight at flyweight, so he got an English title fight at Superfly. But then Ashley Lane dropped out, and he's like you. No one wants to fucking fight him at his natural weight. He's fighting kids that are like a couple of stone heavier and stuff like that. It's just reminiscent of your story. But But it won't surprise me if you won't get offered that fight, because they're looking for someone for an English title opponent at super flyweight for Brandon.
Was that something you'd be interested in, Craig, or would you rather wait for the Commonwealth? Are you there, Craig?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me, Craig?
Yeah. Did you hear that question then, Craig?
Yeah, I did, mate. Yeah. No English title. No disrespect to it, but I won't go. I won't say back down to it, because you're not going down to anything. But I won't go back to an English title because I've won it twice. I've got nothing to prove. If I were gonna fight for a title, it'd either be Commonwealth or British, because I ain't got them titles. And I feel like
you should have at least one of them.
Yeah, like I say, I should have them. I've got 2 Englishes sat here in front of me now, but I'd rather move on to another title. And my true title that I want is the British, but
that's your world.
It's everyone's dream, isn't it?
I don't know who's gonna give me a shot. I know I'm mandatory for Commonwealth, so maybe when I've won Commonwealth,
then that could open a door for a unification.
I think what it is with you, Craig, mate, you're a very high risk fight, aren't you? So a lot of these ticket sales, mate, they're not going to want to risk you unless they have to.
Yeah, that's it, innit? I mean, there's no I can do about it either. It's not like
No, it's what makes it shame, to be honest, yeah, because boxing politics shouldn't work that way.
no. I think they should just like. I mean, I got a draw for it, so why can't I just fight for it again? Why do I have to go for a Commonwealth?
Especially when there's a controversial draw, mate.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Like I say, I don't know anybody who said that Tommy won that fight. I mean, even
did you not consider appealing?
Yeah, I won't get anywhere, mate. I mean,
what's the point? You never get anywhere with it.
It's shocking, though, isn't it, mate? Because, like, if someone wins the fight, they deserve to win the fight. You don't give it to someone who sells tickets. You give it to someone who deserves to win the fight on the night.
Yeah, it's whose show it is, who sold most tickets.
When they went to the final ball, Craig, did you expect to get under the points?
You are sorry?
Do you know when they went to the final ball against Tommy Frank?
Yeah.
But did you expect to get the decision, or did you know it was going to go against you?
I never expect to get it because I've been there so many times. Like I've lost by 1 point probably 30 times. You know, so it's like I'm just used to it. To be honest with you, it's just I don't expect anything from boxing anymore. It's like when I'm there, if I win, I win. If I don't, then move on. Do you know what I mean? There's no point in just sitting it because if not, it'll just get into your head and you'll just be disappointed with it all the time. You know what I mean?
It's sad though, isn't it? Because like you should be like, do you know what I mean? You deserved it if you earned it. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't go by politics. Who's the most popular? It's what you've earned. You have every right to sat there and I was British champion.
Definitely, mate. Yeah.
Like, what right does someone else have over you, mate? Because they could sell more tickets or they're more popular.
No, but like I say, I've just got used to it over years. I think I've been boxing nearly 10 years now, or
you've been on the run for a long time now, mate.
So would you not go back to MMA now? No, would you not try that?
I don't know. I probably would do. I'd like a bare knuckle fight as well, to be honest with you. But
yeah, that was another question I was going to ask you, because throwing hands, obviously, you've got a full contact combat sport background, so bare knuckle would probably shoot you down to the fucking ground.
Yeah,
I think that every day. Like I
don't think many
about it all the time.
I don't think many matching bare knuckle, mate. But I don't think there's many about these weight tucks. I tried to get into on that. Like I got my license took, and I got told there was no weight groups. So I don't know about now, but that suits you down to the ground. That like.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's where I'd fucking come alive there, mate.
Oh, mate, you'd tear people apart and that.
Yeah, you'd see a different beast.
Yeah, I'd love that, definitely. Because, I mean, most of my fights have been on street anyway. Like, the reason I got into boxing or MMA in the first place is because I used to have loads of fights, you know, all the time. So, I mean, I got kicked out of school. I think I was 13 or 14 from fighting that many times.
Yeah, same.
Were you in trouble with the police much, Craig, when you were young?
No, not police. Just school, really. I mean, I had a bit of bother with police, but nothing that I got locked up for all that.
Are you still with Carl Greaves, Craig?
I am, mate. Yeah,
he's a top man, Carl.
He is.
Very good man, mate, and a very good manager as well.
So there's two people in British boxing that are going to be sorely missed when they're gone, and that's Carl Greaves and Steve Wood.
Yeah.
I agree, mate. Carl's like he's one of the best, Carl, mate.
The two are the most genuine, proper managers / promoters that on the small, especially on the small hall scene that I've ever come across.
Yeah, he's a legend, Carl. Like, he looks after you, doesn't he?
He is, mate. He does it to half. What did he say when you after the Commonwealth title? Did he thought you won it or lost it? He's honest, Carl, isn't he?
Yeah, he because he were at the ringside. He says it was hard to judge because he was trying to watch what I were doing, watch how fight were going. He won't really sat there scoring points, but he said we're watching airport on way home, and he said he thought I had it by 2, maybe even 3 rounds.
I thought you won the Commonwealth, mate, and I thought you definitely won the British. Like, yeah, I don't think there's any arguments, mate, with the British.
No, I definitely won British. Like I say, Commonwealth were a lot closer. But yeah, I feel like I would definitely.
If you had to put my money on it, I'd probably. If you had to put who thought I won the Commonwealth, I would go for you. Do you know what I mean? It was a close fight, but I thought you wedged it, mate. But the British, there was no doubt.
Yeah, definitely.
What was
So
go on, Dan.
Go on, Francis. No, go on, mate.
What was Farouk like? If I loved him as a talent, mate.
To be honest with you, I were full of cold. When doctor come round to see me, I obviously lied and said I were all right to fight and that, but he hit me he was fucking something else. Him, I mean, he hit me loads of times, and with me having a cold, I think he bust my nose as well. I couldn't breathe, and it was something like that. I was glad when it ended. To be honest with you,
was he the toughest fight, Craig?
God, I've had that many fights. I don't know. He was definitely up there, mate. He was definitely up there.
I thought he'd be that Scottish kid. I can't think his name now. He's doing well still.
Yeah, I think he did as well.
Who was it, Dan?
Lee McGregor.
That's the one. I thought Farouk won that fight.
I do. I thought he won that. Yeah.
It was a draw, weren't it?
No, for McGregor got it.
Did it?
Yeah. They went to have a rematch, weren't they?
Right. Okay.
What happened to Farouk? Because he retired, did he?
Yeah, I think he failed his brain scan, didn't he?
Is that what happened?
It was. Yeah. And do you know what? They're being strict on it lately. I know a lot of people that are waiting on a lot of appointments to get passed on with the likes of brain scans and stuff like that.
I failed my brain scan last year.
Did you?
Yeah, I only just passed 2 weeks before flying to Malta for Commonwealth, so that didn't help. But I've just got past 2 weeks before, and then eventually they booked me a flight and got me over there. So it we're going to get cancelled at one point.
What happened there? Like, how did you feel?
Just changing my brain. Like I had to go through loads of tests. I had to go to Hull and go to I think it's a neuro specialist. And I had to go through like 4 hours worth of testing, to see.
You don't sound punchy at all, though, do you? You talk very clear, mate.
Yeah, that's what Niall said. He said I've seen loads of boxers, and you talk all right, and I remember things. I do forget a lot of things, like, but I've always been the same. You know what I mean? It's not like I've just changed in the last 10 years. I've always forgot.
I forget a lot of things, and that's just because I smoke weed sometimes. So we all do it, boys. We all do it.
Yeah. If I smoke weed, mate, I won't remember fuck all.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like, you're definitely not punchy, Craig, because I've seen punchy boxers make the slur words and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? They talk quite slow. You talk very clear. You make your brain still there.
Yeah. Still there for now, anyway.
Yeah, how many more? How old are you now, Craig?
Yo, pal.
How old are you now, mate?
32.
How long are you planning to keep at it for?
I don't know, until I get bored. Like, I just, I don't put a time scale. I mean, to be honest with you, I think with how many restrictions they put on getting your license back, I think once my license runs out this time, I don't ever be renewing it. Do you know what I mean?
They can't deny your license, mate, because look at your record, look at your boxing. You should be British champion, mate. Like, it's a disgrace for the game. I'm telling you now, if they deny your license.
They're not going to see it from his perspective, are they? They're going to see it from their own perspective.
It's just a disgrace, that though, isn't it?
But I'd like to see you about for many more years to come. You seem to be getting better with age, fella.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just getting fitter every day, you know. Obviously, since I did this knee a couple of weeks ago, but up until that point, I mean, I've been getting faster at running. I feel stronger. Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'm just coming into my own. Do you know what I mean?
You've got to be arguably, mate, in the top 2 fittest professionals in the circuit at the minute. Honestly, your fitness, what I've been looking at you on your Facebook, mate, the runs that you're doing, your record, the times that you're getting is absolutely like ridiculous.
Yeah, he's I do like you say. It's just
your work rate, mate, and fitness has got to be up there with the best in the game.
Yeah, I feel like I'm on it. I feel like I'm just getting fitter every day, mate. I do.
But like you said, you had no amateur experience, so when that's what the board need to understand as well. When you turned up, you were learning in the ring.
Yeah, I mean, for first, I think I lost first 10 fights, but I was just learning anyway, and In fact, I don't even think I lost half of them, to be honest with you.
That's what I was going to say to you there, because your record doesn't speak for itself. Like 29 losses, mate. Like, how many of them would you say like legitimate losses?
Um,
Because your record
Maybe
definitely doesn't speak for itself.
I'd say 9 are proper losses. I'd say other 20 are just fucking bullshit.
What are the 9 ones, Craig?
You're sorry.
What are the 9 ones you would say?
Like so obviously Sonny and Charlie, they're up there. Aren't they?
So that'd be 3.
Yeah, Farouk, the Kyle Williams, he were a good fighter. I think I don't know if he won. Did he win British him?
I'm not too sure. Not
sure.
He were a pretty good fighter anyway. Okay, now unless I went through it, I won't even know.
Fights, haven't you?
I have had a lot of fights. Yeah. I'm trying to think who else I've fought.
Do any of them sit there with you the most? Like, the defeats that you should have got. Do any of them sit there with you the most? Like, you just block them out?
Yeah, block them out and just carry on. There's no. I have sat there before, obviously, and thought about my fights afterwards, and I've said that I'm done. Said that I can't be fucking arsed with it, because like you get home after a fight, you smash to bits, and your fucking eyes are hanging out, your teeth's hanging out, and it's like, and you should have won. So
you don't get the credit either, do you? That you deserve.
No, and everyone just sees it as
he's lost his shot.
Say you go round and people ask, "Oh, did you win the fight last night?" He's like, "No, but." So I don't even put a but on it.
I don't believe you done it, Craig.
No, anymore. I don't like. I just say I lost and that's it, and then they make their own decision up of how it ended.
I know exactly where you come from, mate, because I come to the point where I didn't even used to tell people I was boxing, mate. I used to just box. Yeah. It's a waste of time, mate. They don't understand and they don't listen, so there's no point.
I mean, the most devastating things are like when, say, you come home, you've lost, you've won, and you sat there and you're thinking, what am I doing it all for? Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's what I did. That's exactly what I did after this. I think it was a Satchel first fight. I thought to myself, like, what's the fucking point? I'll stop trying.
Yeah.
That's why I've got to give you a lot of credit, mate. You've carried on with the same art and same determination. That's why it's turned for you.
Yeah.
You've got to give yourself some credit, mate, the way you've come from now and what you've had to deal with, like, as a way of fighting, because I know exactly what you've dealt with, mate, and where you've come from and all the defeats that you should have had. To still be going now and still be confident, mate, and still, like, should be British champion. It's an achievement within itself.
Cheers, mate.
Of course it is. Right, just before we close it down, Craig, Sonny and Bam, what's your predictions for that? Because that's like 2 total opposite styles. Obviously, you've been in with one of them. 2 total opposite styles. I said at the start of last year that it's the time for the lower weights now. So, what's your prediction on that, mate?
I mean, I don't know. It's an hard one to call.
Tough one, isn't it? I don't think he can, but if Bam can pin him down, it'll be brutal for Sonny because he can punch Bam, and there's not many massive punchers in them divisions.
I fancy Sonny by unanimous. I think he can make it look easy.
Yeah,
I do as well. To be fair,
I think, like you say, I'm just edging towards Sonny, not because of anything. Like, I mean, I've shared a ring with him once, and I feel like he's fucking something else. Like, and I've been watching his fights just lately, and he looks like he's getting stronger. He's getting faster. He's moving. He's like just timing punches before they even know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean?
I think what he said as well, mate, at the end of his last fight is right. The only round that lad won is the round I let him get close to the land. If he doesn't want to let you get close, you're not getting close.
I think
he always wins the first 6 rounds, Sonny. He says it religiously. He'll win the first 6 rounds, and then he'll take a couple of rounds off.
The fight, you only have to win 7 out of 12 rounds, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think the first round fight on this fight, isn't it?
Yeah, if he catches Sonny early, which I can't see it, but anything's possible, isn't it? Like you say, he can punch, can't he?
Them first 3 minutes are absolutely vital against stars like that.
I think if Sonny doesn't switch off and get bored and and like just take a round or 2 off, because if he does take a round or 2 off and he gets caught by him, I mean, who knows?
Shot, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah, I mean, you've been in there. If you get buzzed, and it's hard to recover, innit? I mean,
Oh, so it is you only get 60 seconds in the corner.
Yeah, if you get it hard and you think, but Sonny's that good at moving, I can't see it.
Have you ever been there, Craig? Before we go, where you thought, like, do you know what? I could get stopped here.
I fought it a few times, to be honest with you.
Okay.
I've been it hard, like, I mean, to a point where my whole fucking head's spinning, like,
Who's the
buzzing.
biggest puncher you faced?
Fucking hell. I don't know, mate. It's an hard on that. I think the one who caught me the best is Amir Khan's cousin, like I was saying earlier.
Okay, yeah.
I fought him twice in the first fight. I threw him all over and like made it hard for him. But the second fight, he hit me with like a 1-2 round ears, like hook shots, and he hit me both ears perfect, and both ears were ringing. I thought my head was going to spin off. I think my left ear started bleeding. I think he bust my eardrum or something, and it was bleeding from inside. But he hit me twice with them two combinations. I thought, fucking hell, it'd get me out of this ring. You know what I mean? I could have easily, if I were another fighter, I could have easily just thrown towel in. I could have sat down in that corner and not got back up, and then I thought, let's just get through these rounds, fucking make it hard for him. You know what I mean? But I could have easily stayed on that stalling corner.
You're a warrior though, mate. You're a warrior though, and you're not going to do that.
No, I'll never do that.
Absolute warrior. Hopefully that doesn't happen with Bam and Sonny does have him chasing fucking goals for 12 hours. And long live the flyweights. This is the time for the flyweights. This is the new era. They're taking over now. The little guys are starting to get paid bigger money. And with this type of fight, Sonny and Bam, it's only going to get bigger and better for the platform for them. Craig, thanks for joining us this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure, my mate. Thank you very much. We'll have to get you on again soon for part 2.
Yeah, that's what I'll say, Craig. Hopefully, you win the Commonwealth title, mate. We'll get you back on as a champion.
When you get my next fight announced, we'll get you back on and we'll speak about it, build up to it, yeah?
Yep, sound. Cheers, lads.
Right, thanks for that, Craig. Really appreciate it, pal. Top man.
See you later, pal. Bye.
Call it. Bye-bye.